Hello and welcome to today's Thoughts from a Tree. I am back and I am on a pile of logs. When you are told to climb up on something to test if they are safe, it's the one thing that you dream of as a kid, being allowed to climb on these things. So I'm here, I'm sat here. The views are once again just stunning around us. And let's kick it off with that health call, if you will. So remembering environment, light, nutrition, and mind and movement. They are the 5 things we are looking at for our all-round great health. So what you surround yourself with is your environment. So taking time, connecting with and noticing people, nature, animals, all things that surround yourself. Just taking that time to connect and notice. Getting out in the sunlight, just get out in it early morning. If it's there, get out in it, be around it, look at it, just get that feeling. It's the energy that you need, that your body needs. Get in touch with the earth as well every so often. Again, use that energy, real actual energy for the body rather than just a stimulant. Nutrition, take your time. That's today's message. Don't worry too much about what you're eating, but take your time to eat it. Chill out before you eat it. Take a few seconds. Say something like a mantra, okay? The great thing about having prayers before food, it calms you down. So you don't have to pray if you're not a religious person, but just have something that you go through, just a routine of just calming yourself down, taking some breaths, chilling out. Do some movement, any movement, just move, preferably outdoors. Get outdoors, move at the same time, walk, get down to the floor, get up off the floor, move around a bit, move in different ways. And we have mind. So let's talk about mind today. So my first idea for today's talk is a big grey cloud there. I am not fancying that grey cloud. Anyway, there we go. I am fancying it. There's my mind thing. I'm just thinking, if I face this way, you'll probably be able to, not that you want to see my face as much, but you'll probably be able to see it better, and all the fuzzy hair. I'm completely rewilding. If you just look at this tree down here with all that extra stuff on it, and then look at my hair, there's some definite similarities there, isn't there? I'm liking that. I'm becoming the tree. Maybe that's a thing, maybe that's what's happening. Mind. So I was going to talk about 3 things, and I wrote them on my hand. I was going to talk about blame, responsibility, and what I term the human prison cell. But I'm not. That was my idea, but I'm not, because I was listening to some music in the car and my mind changed and the idea changed. It came to me and I thought, I'm going to talk about that. So I was in the car and I popped on Spotify, and it came up with something that I would like. It was einaudi. I love einaudi. If you haven't listened to einaudi before, give it a try. It could make you feel very good about yourself and just put you into a lovely mood. The song is called Journey. It's kind of classical-ish music, violins and stuff. I'm listening to this, and straight away the song took me to this image in my head of just walking through this dense woodland, and so many kind of shades of green. It like unbelievable in my mind. But it was beautiful, and it calmed me straight away, which then got me thinking about journeys. Today, my wife and my daughter are walking up Pendle. They're up there somewhere, because my daughter's gone to work with my wife. So we're claiming that Hetty is currently, his job title is adventurer. So they're on an adventure up there. I think they're doing some restoration stuff up there with the peat work that's going on. So they're going to be helping the hill and making that beautiful for years to come, and keeping it a sustainable landscape, I suppose, so that everybody can enjoy it in a nice environmental way. Journey. So they're on that journey. So I was thinking about, journeys that we go on, the physical journey and kind of traveling and walking and moving through woodland, up mountains, whatever. And I thought about, journeys of our life, and I started to combine the two. So I started to think about your life and maybe the big things that happen and not so big things that happen, and kind of relating them to a a natural journey. So where would you be when those things happen? So like, you know, the really bad things that happen to you, and then the really good things that happen to you in life. And the ones that came to mind, you know, like, you know, really bad things that, like with my with the death of my brother, it was that big moments or something quite physical, tragedy in the environment that could be this journey. And then I was thinking about the good things and how serene that makes you look. What I'm going to do is a two-parter here, because my client's just turned up, and I'm going to run down and go and do the session, and then I'll kind of do a split half on this. So there's things to look forward to and me explaining what I'm on about with this. Part 2, I am back on the logs. So come back, just ran back. So talking about that mind and that relating a journey or your life journey or journeys within your life to actual physical occurrences. So with this, as I was saying, like, you know, you could start to walk through in your mind, and just when things flash in there, relating it to the physical world around you or to a beautiful journey. So I'm just watching birds at the same time as speaking. And so I was thinking, like, a good one so would be, you know, you got your births of children, so high stat points for me, getting married, and then I was thinking about, so what would that represent? So if you're kind of thinking about those moments and you're walking through on this journey of the world, and it would be these really moments of beauty and clarity, or seeing something wondrous or amazing, you know, tying it into those thoughts and feelings and relating it to that gives it this sense of being out there. And I think the great thing about this is when you come to those, you know, maybe those darker moments or those most difficult moments that you're thinking of, when you relate those to something in nature, you can almost start to cope with it a bit better. So as I was thinking through this, you know, you think about those moments where things aren't great. So maybe job losses would be one, or kind of times of being bullied would be another, or, you know, not fitting in would be another one. Loss of loved ones around you, and, you know, kind of feeling what sense that would be in nature, how you would represent that in the world. So you know, it might be these moments where you're traveling through and you kind of there's a big canyon that you've got to get over, so you've got to find your way through that, and putting it into this kind of actual physical thing of finding your way, or getting lost somewhere and having to find your way back onto the path. In that, maybe there's a bit weird, maybe getting chased by an animal and you're getting away, but, you know, these representatives of are these beautiful things. And as I was thinking about this through my head, I seem to be able to work through things. So I'm not saying it's not upsetting moments as getting that, but you can kind of work through it and almost find this wonderful beauty and solitude within the idea that you're traveling on this journey through the natural world, to represent times within your life. I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but for me, it really helped kind of connect areas and just made me feel really, really nice about different times in my life, and brought it to this absolute wonderful beauty that, you know, it comes back that we are still very lucky to be surrounded by what we are surrounded by, and we can find those areas if we're willing to go for them. So I just wanted to kind of put that across, this journey aspect, and kind of being within it. And you can do this if you just went out for a walk. I suppose it connects to that kind of mindfulness of being out on a walk, but kind of connecting your feelings, and I suppose it helps you work through what your body's actually putting across and what those feelings are, and helping that. So yeah, that was thoughts from a tree. It's all about journeys and stuff. Next week I will do the if you can see that, the blame, responsibility and the prison cell idea. It's a bit more of a a kind of less and a hit one, that whereas this one, I know, calming, chilling, exploring, just feeling those things, kind of working through and relating and connecting the mind to nature, I suppose. Have a good weekend. Get out in nature if you can. It's a beautiful place to be.